Hey Sienna, I just wanted to give some tips and some process recommendations for the blog setup and then working together, just a quick review, just to make sure we're on the same page. No pun intended. Um, Press release articles. I changed the name because you said down here that you're going to be throwing up a bunch of little articles. And so if you want us to review those, use this task for that specific job. That would be great. I'm going to assign this to me. And then uh, also, regarding turnaround time, I can't promise an immediate turnaround time. So we probably need like 24 to 48 hours, preferably 48 or more. Because, sometimes if you email us at 10 in the morning, we might be doing other projects or whatever, and we might not even see it. So we might not get to it on time. So we need a little bit of lead time. So just keep that in mind. Press release articles due here. Now, we really try to set up a unique task for every job because sometimes what happens is like we'll start communicating and then more tasks will come up and have a bunch of tasks and one task and then it gets kind of confusing. So with the blogs, if you want us to review like specific articles that you already have listed, just assign these tasks to us. Regarding setting up new tasks, just so you know, I have these two down here, these templates. And if you click on like new task, it's creating it down here. Now that it's created, it threw it up here underneath. It doesn't have a category assigned to it, but it's formatted. So you got like, here's where you put what you want us to do. This is where I put links to anything that we need to access. And then I like to keep track of things like at a high level, what we're doing. It's no big deal for like little jobs, but for sometimes we have tasks that has a lot of things going on and the comments can get really long and messy and then I kind of lose track of what's going on. So this is like my little snapshot of what we've done and what we need to still do. And then if I have any other notes or things I want to mention. But we can definitely communicate back and forth using the at mention in the task. But I wanted to let you know that we have these two things here. And then I also wanted to let you know that regarding the blog setup, on this one here, click advanced source code. For one, the read more needs to be outside of the paragraph text. And I updated this one, but it had a bunch of span tags in it with different stuff, so I deleted all that. So you want to look to make sure that there's no span tags and things that shouldn't be in the code. So I fixed that. This all looks good. I mean, you might want to add the title equals quote this. Oops. Copy, not delete. And then a quote. That's best practice anyway for an alt and a title tag. And then, so everything else looks good, except for we don't recommend using capitals in file names. I know it's kind of funny, but it can mess with the code sometimes. And it's best practice to have all lowercase and no spaces. So if we can do that. And then the other thing I just want to mention, I want to update, I already have that open in another window, I think. I'm just going to exit out of that. What the heck? Oh, I wanted to mention that too. Oh boy, I got to go back to it. I'm sorry. Where's that one? I think it was. Keeps taking me there. Where's that one? Okay, so that would be under your press release. I went to the wrong website. Press. So we have him. Okay, so what I did here is I said find out more about reading the article, blah 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 blah. And you had find out more by reading the article here. And I try to stay away, and it's up to you, but I try to stay away from linking the words like here, click here. I usually try to be a little bit more descriptive. So I have to put the name of the article, which is a little bit more compelling too than just saying click here. You can change it if you want, but I updated it. So that's that. And then on the images, let's see, on this one looked good, except for I did update the, oops, I keep doing that. The read more on this one. It was inside the paragraph tags. You just want to make sure to remember to put that outside of the paragraph tag. I'm going to exit. And then the last thing I just wanted to mention is regarding the files and templates. Just to please make sure to put images in the image folder, and we have like a blog, which is if it's a blog specific image. I'm trying to be more organized with all my clients and their files because it gets really messy. And yours isn't the cleanest because I've had you guys for a long time and we've had a lot of different people and stuff. But ideally, we want to definitely put the images in the image folder and then try to put them like in the blog or if it's an email specific thing, put in the email. If it's a, you can see I have one for the book page. We've got your client logos, landing pages, which you don't have many landing pages, but podcast. So there's some different folders. I don't know. It's not super organized. And then like the website. But just keep that in mind. Don't throw images in the root. Put them in a folder. And just so you know, the folder name actually becomes part of the URL. So if I copy that and I throw it over here, see images, blog, and then the name of the article. And so you also want your file names to be lowercase with no spaces. And that's how that works. And then we definitely, because we talked about the toxic backlinks of people scraping images off your site. And these are just standard stock images off Getty. So they're not company specific. So our strategy is to hide them from Google so that people can't scrape them, and then we won't be getting those backlinks. And if we had SEO on them, they wouldn't be driving the right traffic anyway because they're just generic standard images. Now, I think you had some, let's see if I go back to the root. There are some images that have been put in the root recently. Like this one here is in the root. Ideally, we'd want it in the image folder. But so because this is Pat and it's DragonSpears specific and it's a unique image to DragonSpears, I think in that situation it's definitely fine to make it public and searchable, because nobody's going to scrape this off and put it on their website. If they do, that'd be weird. So to do that, you go details and then over here URL visibility. And then the last thing is we absolutely, I mean, this is a requirement. We can't have images on the website that are megabytes big. When you save an image, save it at the smallest compressed file size that you can, because that's going to increase your page load speed, which is helpful, absolutely helpful and essential for SEO. So keep image lowercase, titles, no spaces. Decide if you want it to be indexed or not indexed. Keep in mind the backlinks, small file sizes, read more outside of the paragraph tag. Make sure that your HTML doesn't include span tags that you don't need. Sometimes I just get in there. Don't even ask me why. And I think those are the main blog tips I wanted to mention. And then also we talked about our process of how we work, regarding tasks. We're very driven by Asana, and we try to be organized with, each comment, separating out tasks. We talked about that. And then my job for this week is to get you guys this article. It was sent to me in a little bit of a raw state, so I'm going to edit it, send it back to you. We'll have a whole week to have the writer review it and make any changes or edits that they want. And then we can get it posted for the week after that. And then next week we got a podcast, and Kevin's been managing that, so you don't really have to do anything except for we just need the information about the podcast, and he's been doing all the uploading and the technical back end stuff for those. And other than that, I think we're pretty good. And I sent you the keyword information, so hopefully you got that. All right, let me know what questions you have. We'll see you. Bye.